everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Spelunky. Last episode wasn't the best episode, but it was also far from the worst. We died, just to give you a recap in case you've forgotten, we died against Anubis. That's okay, that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's worse than dying on Olmec, like we did 2 videos ago, but all in all, it supports this narrative that I'm trying to create here, whether positive or, valid or not, that things are improving here. And, Spelunky, and well, my series of Spelunky at the very least, has been a series of substantial ups and downs, but I want the ups to be higher and more consistent, and the downs to be lower and less frequent. And, honestly, I think we are kind of working towards that, even though there have been some very silly videos lately, particularly in daily challenges where I've just made terrible mistakes. Is this? Yeah, I didn't know you could use the arrow stick to determine whether or not a skeleton was going to live, because the skeleton just, jumped over that arrow that we threw in there. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. We're going to try to do exactly the same thing here. The biggest positive that I'll allow myself to give myself as a result of that last video, or, because of that last video, is that all of the seeds that we ended up with the one exception where I killed myself with, a cape very early on in a very stupid way, all of them were pretty bad. And that makes it a good thing that we managed to do as well as we did. It's kind of, we triumphed over adversity. At least that's the way I'm going to say it, or play it. You know what? Why don't we actually throw our dog up here? I was thinking why anger the dog, but this will, get rid of the arrow head so it won't hurt us. Whereas if we threw the skull, I think the arrowhead could still hit us. I think that was a smart play. Good first floor. We got 10 bombs, 9,500 gold. Gold's a little low, but bombs much higher than usual. So I'm very happy with that. Anyway, that's my preamble. I think we're playing okay. I think I'm playing better than... I'm hitting above my weight class a little bit, if that expression makes sense. Hopefully I don't immediately make a terrible mistake to kind of neglect the truth of that matter. But anyway, we have a shop right off the bat. And you know what? Things are cheap right now, so I'm going to buy both the spike shoes and the climbing gloves. This takes us down to basically 0 money. The Matic is a great pickup, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't really do too much for us right now because we, I did get another bomb box there, by the way. It just doesn't do that much for us right now because we do lack the Ujat Eye to actually be able to see to the gems. So I'm just going to use a bomb here to take a look at this left side of the map just in case there's stuff over here that I can't otherwise get to. It looks like there might indeed be a few thousand gold. Gotta, unfortunately, spend some bombs to get some gold in this situation, because I have sacrificed a lot of gold to pick up some resources, which is a good thing. It's not bad. It's just, it requires, or, incentivizes a slight change in strategy from saving resources to gaining money, which is good, Money is the lifeblood of any Spelunky run where you're not killing shopkeepers, and, there's a reason it's the metric by which they consider it to be a high score. So, just throw our dog in there and just check this last thing out. It's a snake. Not too excited about that. I've actually created a pretty unfortunate situation for myself there, but there we go. Got to be getting close to the exit here. And if we finish this floor with roughly 20,000, I'll be a very happy man. There's no spikes down here that I can see. We will absolutely get that crate. First things first, though, we'll throw a rope up here. There's another crate. We could really be rolling in bombs pretty quickly here. Ropes are fine, too. I'm okay with that. Always nice to have a balance of both of them. Obviously, now, probably looking for the sticky stuff. It's unlikely to come from a crate. Usually it's bombs or keys. But either way, I'm happy with it. We do have the climbing gloves, so I should internalize that. It's rare for me to have the climbing gloves so early, so I think in my brain I'm like, okay, use ropes more often. But climbing gloves is definitely something that we already have. And spike shoes, which means I'm going to be doing my damnedest to get that Kapala up as soon as possible, just to make the best use of both. Anyway, without the spring shoes, I don't think this gold is going to be too gettable for us, although it seems possible, but unlikely. Alright, so the ghost is coming. We should just go. 17,900 at the end of this floor. I'm pleased with it. Could be better, could be worse. The fact that we have spike shoes, tons of bombs, and the climbing gloves is going to make things very easy for us. Okay. Just looking at this. Definitely worth a bomb. This might trigger a huge chain reaction. Good. It's still going to require another bomb to get into the key, but it's not like there was a much more elegant solution for me here, so You know, sometimes you find yourself in that position, and so be it. I am going to save my bomb. That damsel, you know, I'm as big of a Monty fan as anybody, but I'm going to focus oh, that was a really good jump from that scorpion. My health is adequate, and I'm going to focus entirely on getting the Ujat Eye. If there's a reasonably easy path up, would not be against taking the damsel back up. Or taking the damsel back down. I'm going to buy the compass here. And we're at a point where I probably want to stop spending so much money if possible. But we've also picked up a lot of items that I always want to have, especially if we're going to make a reasonable run at the end game. And we are looking like we're in that position right now, although the money situation could be better, to put it politely. It may indeed be possible for us to get the damsel here, which would compensate for that damage I took against the scorpion. And I don't see an altar, which is the only kind of frustration that I have right now. And you know what? I thought I could do it. I really thought I could jump on that snake and platform up there without having to use a rope. It's worth a rope to get a gem and some gold. Yeah, I mean, barely. It's borderline. Now, can we get that damsel without using too many resources of our own? It's going to require some quick platforming, but I think it's, reasonably speaking, just going to cost us a bomb and even one rope, which is actually pretty good. Bomb and a rope for a little bit of extra health, fine by me. So we'll put this bomb right here. Still need the paste, so I'm going to be a little bit wary about using so many bombs. I have used probably more than I would normally feel comfortable with. Climbing gloves paying dividends already. 23,000 at the end of the third floor is bad. We should be higher. We're going to rely on a snake pit. I may have accidentally spent myself into trouble here. You know, it's always good to buy items that you want early because they cost less, but by the same token, you also need that money. This might actually help us, to be honest with you. Where's that bat? Is he on the left? Okay, he's in there. The reason I say this might actually help us, even though that might seem like sacrilege, or just nonsense, really, is that we can get... Sorry, Monty, this one's not looking too likely for you. We can get the scarabs, or the fireflies. I guess they are technically scarabs, which will give me a substantial bounty of gold, and also, just lighting the torches will give you another couple thousand on this floor versus the average floor. Then again, this floor is also much riskier than your average floor, largely because of unforeseen things like bats, but also kind of arrow traps that just pop out of nowhere. Those are really nasty. Grandfather Spider is good. That is our paste opportunity. Now, sure, let's just kill him first. Obviously, I want to get off this floor as soon as possible. We need paste first. I'll explain why in just a second. That was I was being very cautious with that bomb. And we did get a lot of extra gold there, which is fantastic. Now I'm like, okay, should we come up here and try to make something happen? We have 13 bombs. It will not cost us a rope. And now that we have the paste, it's a much easier kind of throw. So we'll try it, but I am risking my life to a certain extent by potentially putting myself in range of this arrow trap. Like that. That actually worked out for us. Why am I picking up the arrow? I don't want the arrow. I want the torch. Now. Any extra gold up here? Apparently not. Okay, so that was a total waste of a bomb, but it's hopefully not going to come back to bite me in the ass too hard too soon. Spike shoes means free lighting of the torch and free gold here without much risk to ourselves. Now, here's the real question. Can we avoid getting killed by an accidental arrow trap or something? These are the worst situations for us. Damsel's gonna be here soon. You know what? Financially, we've done a very good thing on this floor. We are gonna be close to 50,000, and I don't necessarily need to risk too much more of my own life to ensure that I'll be able to buy the Ankh. And you know what? We don't really need to buy more. Yeah, there's the damsel, or there's the ghost already. We don't really need to be able to buy more than the Ankh on the black market. We already have climbing gloves, paste, enough bombs, spike shoes, compass. It's a lot. It's a hefty haul. Now we're still not quite at 50,000. So, please, oh my God, Thank you for angering yourself. Mostly, I'm going to be able to get to 50,000, though, unless there's, like, some seriously unforeseen circumstances. So I'm going to primarily focus on just, you know, cranking up my volume a little bit in all likelihood. So let's do that. And then listening for the potential pings of the Ujat Eye. And if we manage to make that happen, more power to us. That'll be some good momentum when on fairly recent runs, we kind of need it. That pot contains a ruby. That's going to solve all of our problems. With respect to gold, extra money is nice. And was there an idol down there that I saw? No. I don't know why my vision's playing so many tricks on me lately. I don't want to use bombs to get this gold on the right side necessarily. But I want to see if maybe the worm will eat that guy. I do want to... This is maybe 2 bombs I'll have to waste here. Nope, just 1. I want to do this just to see if the Ujat Eye is going to start blinking over here. So it's a risk, but one that I think is worth taking. That 1,500 gold is not worth the risk of my life to possibly get juggled by that monkey in the tiki trap. So let's just pretend that didn't even happen. Looks like this is going to be the exit, and oh, he's going to be fine. I don't think the Ujat Eye is going to blink on this floor. I do hear Monty. Let's kill this guy. And you know what? Since I hear Monty, why don't we just explode our way in over here? Again, this is like 10% to see if the Ujat Eye starts blinking, and 80% to get Monty, and another 10% because I'm an idiot who can't do math. Now, is there anything of value over here? Well, you know, here. Okay, don't. Thank you. Killed yourself and got me a little extra gold. That was the ideal situation. And we're going to be able to leave. And we got Monty. We still have 12 bombs. I'll probably try to drop Monty off. And then we'll leave. There's another 500 gold, which could make all the difference. Not likely, but possible. And then we get the fuck out of here, because that was a little bit close. Too close for comfort, I should say. But largely, I'm pleased with the way that we're at. Oh my god, okay. Now, this is the worst. A dark level on a when you're looking for the black market is really frustrating. And we're not going to be worried about gold, although if I pick up scarabs, you know, this guy's got to go. Hopefully he doesn't end up being a major player in our run again. I would love some assurance that the black market was not on this level. There's no way to get it, but I would love it. Oh! So it is for sure on this level. We can't really see where it is, but it's blinking pretty heavily down here. So let's just toss a bomb there. And we found it, and I'm very tempted to just run in straight away. Now, the reason I'm not going to do that, in spite of the fact that it's almost certainly in my best interest, is because if we get close to 30-ish thousand, I will be able to possibly get... Okay, the bat has got to die. I will be able to possibly buy a jetpack if it exists. Now, there's usually some gold on the black market. But if I can buy that jetpack, my life becomes a much easier thing to manage. Now, we could always use some bombs to just simplify this, and that's probably the right idea. I'm going to use one bomb here, actually, just to get to that ruby. There's also the potential for us to get the damsel here. At this point, I almost prefer the bombs to the damsel, but... okay, just platform. Just get out of here. I found myself being a little scared and was like, that's our cue to leave. So we're just going to go into the black market, and I'm very happy with where we're at right now. Don't always get a run like this on the first one. Oftentimes have to die a couple of times first. Okay, several boomerang men. That's shitty. Let's take care of these guys. And of course, you know, the real hard part of the black market is not... I thought it was going to happen. Is not buying the stuff. It's ensuring that the shopkeepers don't get angry at you for something that is oftentimes not even your fault. And that area up there is just a goddamn nightmare. So obviously I don't want the boomerang to cause any problems. Now, what can we buy? We already have the compass. Is there a jetpack? There's no jetpack. There is a shotgun. Generally speaking, I don't really care about buying a shotgun because I'm going to end up losing it anyway. So I think I'm going to buy the bomb box just to give us, 25 bombs is fantastic. The more the merrier in that respect. And I may also buy the mystery box, but I don't want to accidentally platform myself into death here. I almost did it right there. So I almost think, maybe we just leave. In fact, maybe we use a bomb right there. Make our lives easier. There should be a boomerang around here then. He must have been killed by a tiki trap. So, why buy the shotgun when you can get a boomerang for free? And we're good to go. All right, fairly successful black market. Would have loved to have picked up a jetpack, but, maybe we'll get that later. I feel like that's been the theme of the last 3 runs. It's been like jetpack, jetpack, jetpack. Well, we haven't had an opportunity to get one. It's a rare item. Rare as a candy in Pokemon, but, it's one of those things that would really benefit us a lot. I probably should have purchased the cape, I suppose. One could make a reasonable case for that being a mistake. Just mostly what I'm doing here is getting the spikes out of the damn way. And you gotta be a little bit more, if you want to succeed in Spelunky, you're wondering, my tips, be a little bit freakier with respect to the tiki traps. Don't worry so much about the tiki traps. They're predictable. It's nice to be cautious, of course, but don't waste too many resources taking the tiki traps out. That's what I'm mostly getting at. So I'm mostly trying to keep this boomerang alive. Should probably think about the damsel as well. I can always use a rope to get up there. Just want to get myself down to the bottom here, because a lot of the stuff in this area is like a single hit kill. Now, this is a situation where I'm going to completely ignore my own advice and use a bomb to get through this, because that situation freaks me out a little bit. So there's our exit. Was kind of looking for an altar as well. Can't always get what you want, as I mentioned probably exhaustively at this point. I'm exhausted with it anyway. And this is the last level of the jungle for us, I believe. So if I just take our damsel here, we'll have 6 health going down to the ice caves. Obviously, I would love to be able to get Kapala as well. Kapala Jetpack is like might as well be the name, the subtitle of this series. But for now, very good. Climbing gloves, paste, onk, spike shoes, compass, 22 bombs, 6 health, 21,000 gold, Jedi. I can deal with that for now. We're gonna need probably one more item. Either a cape or a jetpack to allow us the lateral movement necessary to make me feel comfortable on this level here. And there is a mystery box, which is a crapshoot, I guess, by definition, and could quite easily end up being a complete waste of money. That being said, could also possibly end up giving us a jetpack. I don't care about the fact that it's a discount. I care about the fact that it could potentially save our run. Not that our run needs saving just yet. So we could send Monty to the worm level. I seem to have lost my boomerang by being a big idiot. Is there anything else? It was like a weapon shop. I don't want to buy a shotgun because we're almost at the point of the game where we'd be missing it anyway. How much does that cost? 13,000 for the mystery box. This is expensive. I mean, prices have gone up since I was a kid. Now, we're looking for the statue. That's something. Primarily, though, mostly worried about just getting to the exit, getting some extra gold. There are some potential shops here. Okay, had to take action, take care of him as quickly as possible. Also, an altar would have been amazing. Might as well pick up a little extra gold here. That was riskier than it needed to be. But let's leave. Didn't use any bombs on that floor. Picked up a damsel, lost a little bit of health as well. Probably could have bought the mystery box, but I wanted to make sure I took the damsel with me. Now, there's an altar here. That's usually free money on the ice caves, but it does require, one second here, I gotta use my brain. Does require taking it to the exit, which usually requires a little bit of extra lateral movement. Lateral movement, of course, meaning typically, just gonna throw a rope here to make this easier. Typically a cape, but in our case, it's gonna have to fall to ropes, unfortunately. I see a damsel. The damsels of the least importance, not the utmost importance. They're not useful for us at all, except as altar fodder right now, because... Sorry, I didn't mean to accidentally speak Swedish. No, they're just altar fodder because we're going to end up abandoning them soon anyway. All of our health is going to be gone when we sacrifice ourselves. So, sorry, Monty, you're not really my #1 priority right now. I know that probably hurts to hear now. That was a tight situation there. I was worried that skeleton would come back to life. And he hit me anyway. Now, I didn't see a statue on this level, and we did a reasonably good job, in my opinion, of kind of scouting it out. So I'm going to assume that it has to be on the next level. There's always a little risk involved here. Maybe I've made a terrible mistake. But let's go through. Also, I was cognizant of the fact that I probably should not have exploded that well, saying maybe I've made a terrible mistake. I believe in stuff like that from time to time when it benefits me. There's another idol for us. I don't see the statue yet. As one might expect, that worries me. If we fuck it up at this point, I would probably just try to get a high score. Wouldn't be, you know, it's if you don't get to the black market, it's one thing. If you don't get the hedge it, it's more like, okay, we'll still have some fun. I kind of don't want to use a rope, but I absolutely do want to get that idol. We'll figure out if the statue's here, because then if I kill myself, at least it doesn't matter. Still do not see the statue. And in fact, the exit is directly below me. No, Monty! He's alive! And relatively well, apart from being a little dazed. Okay, so we'll take him through the exit. That's what you do, even if the statue is not on the level. And then we'll do some exploration up here. I feel like I might have missed it, and that's real shitty. Why even buy the Ankh if you're not gonna get to the City of Gold? Oh, there's the statue. Alright, all's not lost. I was getting a little down on the circumstances there. So we'll try to platform into the the idol, and then we'll take it to the exit. That worked out better than expected. Expected there to be at least some kind of confusion or strife there. Now with 94,000 gold, basically just free money at this point. And we can just wait until the ghost comes and then throw ourselves to our death, basically, and we'll be fine. Assuming the ghost can't accidentally kill you through the statue. Which, oh, I mean, it wouldn't be accidental for the ghost, I guess, but assuming I can't accidentally get myself killed by the ghost. Maybe it's a better way to put it. So there's some more gold down here. There's a freeze ray. It's not worth anything for us. Why am I still holding on to this dude? I don't know. Maybe there's going to be an altar somewhere. Going to be at nearly 100,000 gold. That's pretty good. And I think we're ready to fall to our deaths, so why not? That is good. We're going to get the hedge it. Usually this is my metric for what I consider to be a reasonably successful run. Hedge it has gone into our inventory. I'm going to take a sip of water. Pretty pleased so far. We have one more floor on the ice cave. Still, #1 concern is this jetpack. We have 100,000 gold. Let's make it happen, man. Jetpack and Kapala. Okay, let's absolute 100% perfect world. We put Monty on an altar, and it gives us the jetpack. And then we sacrifice enough bodies to simply get the Kapala thereafter. So there's a parachute. Not that useful. You know what? This is bomb worthy. That's a little scary. He got close enough to... Oh my god. Okay, we can still do it. I wanted to get to this crate. That was the reasoning there. It was not just me being an idiot. Now damsels are worth something also. And there's one up there. What have I done? Extra ropes. Run away. Get Monty. Don't anger the shithead. Oh, God. Oh, thank you. Okay. Exit right below us. Just checking to see if maybe there's a lucky shopkeeper somewhere. Or, you know, an unlucky shopkeeper. Maybe if he doesn't have a shot, or if he doesn't have a jetpack. 100,400. Just doing this just to be sure. Probably could have made it regardless. But, you know, better safe than sorry in this situation. We're not on the statue level, so we're 109,000. All right, let's see if we can get past the sticking point from the last part where Anubis killed me. Okay, Tunnel Man, I'm never giving you these ropes. I wish there was a way to just turn Tunnel Man off, because continually, I disappoint him and he disappoints me. It's a big old disappointment matrix. Nobody likes it. Gonna have to use a bomb or a rope to get through here. We'll use a rope. Trigger both arrow traps. Didn't kill that dude, but, you know, fucked him up pretty nicely. It's not worth going to this area. We'll just come down this way instead. And there's a thwomp. Here's what we do. Trigger it. Jump over it. Throw a bomb at this tiki trap. So far, it's been kind of a hellish temple. And you know what? This is what I hemorrhage bombs pretty frequently when I come through the temple. This is a big reason why. I am going to take this arrow. Could cause some very good stuff for me. Gotta find Anubis. Still have not seen him. It's always weird to me when Anubis takes a while to find. You're like, you're the centerpiece of this level. What's your problem? Now, is he not? Oh, there he is. How are we going to do this? Bomb here. And then bomb there. And this will open things up a bit. And then also... No, that's not where I meant to bomb. This is why, like I said... Hemorrhage bombs pretty nicely at this point of the game sometimes. That's a bad bomb. That's a better bomb. Okay, fuck me. Like, waste some more resources, you piece of garbage. I'm talking to myself here, by the way. He should be dead. Now, okay. So we spent like 10 bombs. Almost an entire bomb box to get this scepter. And I'm not done yet. I really did not want to ride that thing up there. I was intending on just killing it. That guy just doesn't give two shits about fall damage. Cares about arrow traps, though. So is Monty important? Fuck yeah, Monty's important. Not as important as the scepter, though. So obviously, number one priority is just getting this scepter ding-dong to the exit and, you know, get into the City of Gold. That arrow trap is not fired. So that was a dumb situation to find myself in. This is a no-brainer, at least simplify it a little bit, so we've only got one half of a tiki trap to worry about. And exit, okay, so like we used 11 bombs. That's nuts. Obviously, we're going to have to use a ton to get through the City of Gold as well, and then we won't have very many left for Olmec unless we get very lucky. But we're here, right? So, you know, minute changes I would absolutely make is to carry a weapon with us, so, or just be better, so I didn't have to do that terrible gauntlet of despair. But here we are. So how can I complain? City of Gold's here, but also I see an altar. So, okay. We'll figure out what we're going to do about this. I fell into the fire. The fire didn't kill me, though. Okay, I didn't... Ooh, all right. No big concern, I suppose. Got to get this fireman out of the way. We don't have a cape, so, guess... Ooh, Jesus. Oh my god, okay. This is... Fuck the altar, man. Fuck the altar. City of Gold! Okay, it's 2 out of 3 runs. We made it to the City of Gold. Scary as hell. Anytime you hear me taking a long break like that, I'm taking a sip of water to keep my sanity. Okay, I'm going to do something really dumb. We're going to trigger the swamp and then get the F out of the way. That was mostly just to check out this side of the map. Ah, yeah, good. Tiki traps. Exactly what I came over here for. There's a crate as well, which holds some value, but probably not enough. And this is our exit, I guess. Kind of an awkward one. Eventually, I will figure out how to get so much money from the City of Gold that, you know, maybe I can get a high score or something. But for now, let's just focus on pure survival. Suck a dick, Locust. There's a mummy down here. Brendan Fraser would be a big fan of this area, if you know what I mean. And now we'll just jump on this dude, destroy him. Scarab, I guess, is one way to get a lot of money on the City of Gold. Tiki Trap is one way to lose a lot of health on the City of Gold. But overall, this is a pretty simple-ish looking City of Gold layout. So here's what I'm going to do. It's going to cost me a lot of bombs, but I'm going to blow this area up without blowing up the ground. Fantastic. I'm going to blow this area up without blowing up the ground, because obviously, you know, falling into the lava would be a pretty major mistake for me. Triggered that arrow trap, and then get the fuck out of Dodge. We actually don't need to get anything from Anubis 2, so if we just kill him, that's the end of that, and then we just get to the exit, and, you know, still 6 bombs left for this Olmec fight. It's nothing to sneeze at. I don't know which way to go here to avoid certain disaster. This should be good. All right, so we're going to get to go to Olmec. That's the second time in 3 videos that the City of Gold has been completed. Didn't really get that much gold from it. It's more like the City of Pure Stress, but here we are. Now, what do I want on this level? How about a fucking jetpack, game? Can you throw me a bone for the first time today? But overall, I really can't complain about the form of my Spelunky play so far. Thank you for crushing him. Don't create enemies, please. This is not the time. Now we're just gonna ride Olmec up until... you know what? Why even bother? Let's just come up this way instead. And we should be able to do some creative platforming, avoid the use of too many resources, but a rope to pick up a crate is always a good idea. As long as, you know, it's not the last rope and you need it for something in particular that you can see at least, and we'll probably pick up, you know, 40,000 gold or something here. Now, what do I want from these crates? Bombs, basically. Bomb box would be ideal. It's pretty unlikely that we end up getting a jetpack. Hey, a freeze ray. I don't even know what to do with that, to be quite honest with you. Maybe that would benefit us. The teleporter is just like a recipe for disaster. I guess we're just gonna try to kill Olmec more or less the old-fashioned way. Parachute. I would like to thank you for being a friend right now. There's another crate right here, and to be honest with you, it looks like we're gonna have to get Olmec to kind of cut through this area regardless, so it's fine. That parachute did save my life there. That would have been a disaster. So the teleporter, there's a way to use it effectively. I'll be fucked if I know what it is. Don't quite see the exit yet. There's 3 more bombs, so, you know, proves me right there that was a fairly decent trade to take. Now, let's see if we can just get to hell for the first time today. We're just going to trigger as much aggro from Olmec as is possible. Get all the enemies done. This is mostly just an archaeological mission right now to try to get as many, or as much vision as possible. So now let's come over here. There's probably a way, I would imagine, to use the teleporter effectively to make combat against Olmec substantially easier. I don't know what it is. We've caught between a rock and a hard place there, but we managed to get out. Lucky me. What can I say? That spider's going to be an interesting proposition for us later on in the game. That's like the worst fall damage you could possibly take, just jumping from Olmec at the height of his jump. That's okay. The Olmec fight is kind of an all or nothing at all type deal. And I wish he would not spawn enemies. They are proving to be very frustrating. And you know, probably the next thing I should learn, the next Spelunky skill I should prioritize, is killing Olmec more quickly. Because I am pretty admittedly slow at that. Especially when he creates as many enemies as he has over the course of this one. So that was a nice little way to get him down a little bit further there. Just wanted to avoid getting crushed. Then we'll start getting our way back into the corridor here. Alright, that was scary. The more the space he opens up here, honestly, the better it is for me. Even if he does create more enemies, it also creates an easier getaway for me. And kind of a wider pit. That was very scary. We're still alive. I apologize for kind of like the very basic commentary here. But hopefully you can understand the reasoning behind it. That was the best whip I've ever done in my Spelunky career. Bar none. Monkey's dead. That's good news. That was very scary. Not as scary as it's about to be, though, I think. So can he get out of there? That's the real question. Yes, he can. Now, I've got to be cautious about fall damage. I kind of set myself up in a bad position for it. I want to create like a pit that he can't get out of, and then I can use 3 or 4 bombs and you know, sort it out. I could probably clear out the pit with like 3 bombs right now. There's the... it's going to take more bombs than I'd like to use. But if it simplifies it enough, of course there would be a spider right there. This could very much make things easier. So 1 here, and then I think we're also going to want to use like 1 right here. And then if we get a very lucky drop, it could happen. So we're just going to try to ride him down, basically. And if we get... Oh, that's bullshit. If we get very lucky, this could take us to the exit here. Oh, no, don't get the bee aggroed. Oh, the bee. No, okay, did it just fall in the pit? No! No! Yes! Okay, so we got to hell. That's something. We have a decent amount of health. I was very scared that I had somehow fucked myself. A horrible feeling of nausea comes over you. Well, we're finally going to get our wish and have an opportunity to pick up a cape here. With the spike... Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's play it cool. There's some crates over here. I know there are mimics, so I don't want to necessarily pick up the crates without whipping them first. Please be bombs. They're both ropes. Is that like... That's part of the joke of the... of hell? I don't give a shit about this cape. I mean, I do. I have spike shoes. Maybe I can just... That didn't kill him, I guess. Alright, just don't get knocked down onto the spikes here and we should be fine. Yes! Now the cape. Does the cape live? Yes. There's another angry Dracula man. I'm on fire. And, help me. Okay, we're alive. This was... Oh my god, you fucker! Hell! How could you? Okay, angry fireman. Oh, I'm dead. Good run, though. I died on hell. It was a goddamn roller coaster of despair at that point. But hey, we're making progress again. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. What can I say? It's improved a little bit. Or my play's improved a little bit. My commentary is just a, you know, it's a mess. But the gameplay is getting there. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. Thanks for all the support you've given the series so far. And I will see you next time.